Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Probe Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us today. Before we begin, I would like to go over some housekeeping with you all. As you enter this virtual room, you may notice that your video and audio are off. During this session, you are still able to interact with our panelists by using the Q&A feature. Feel free to also address a specific college or university if you have a question just for one particular school. Besides that, this session will be recorded and it will be available on our website for your viewing at a later date. You can also sign up for other sessions like this event on Simmons University.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. My name is Dana Bradstreet. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm the Senior Associate Director of Undergrad Admission at Simmons. And we are so excited to talk to you on International Women's Day, as we are a woman-centered college. We are located right in the city of Boston. We have a lot to pick from, more than 60 majors, 70 organizations, about 1,800 undergraduate students. Some of them are coming from the South. I would say most of our students are coming to us fairly local from New England, but our group coming to us from the South is pretty tight knit. We are 48% the first in their family to go to college, 49% students of color, and admission is limited to women as well as students who were assigned female at birth. A couple things about Boston in case you've never been. We are a city that is very easy to get around. We are public transit accessible. We've got 4 subway lines that are color coded. It's nice and easy to fly right into the city of Boston. Our airport is right there, and you can take the train over to the Simmons campus. Our neighborhood specifically is in this really cool intersection of Fenway Park, where the Red Sox play. We're so close that if there's a game happening and you have your windows open, you can hear the cheering. So that's very exciting. There's also a lot of cool restaurants and concert venues and things like that near Fenway. We are right in the Longwood medical area, which is the many of the top hospitals in the United States are located within a 5 or 10 minute walk of Simmons. Plus we're right next door to the art museums. So lots of things to do in your free time. Or if you are taking an art class, they'll often take you over to the museums as well. I'm going to put our list of majors up here. You're not going to read them all, obviously, but I do want to point out some of our larger programs, certainly nursing, health sciences, nutrition, physical therapy, those types of programs, social work, psychology, political science, business, communications. Those are some of our bigger programs. We also have listed here on the right some accelerated programs where you can stay on at Simmons, get your master's and even your doctorate in the case of physical therapy. Save yourself some time, save yourself some money. Some of these you do have to apply for right out of high school and they have a separate admission process. So I want to highlight those to make sure you're putting them on your application if they interest you. Simmons is also a school that requires some sort of professional preparation as part of your time here. So maybe that's a clinical, maybe that's research, maybe that's an internship, something that you're going to graduate with and put on your resume. Some really cool examples lately, we had a computer science student work with Twitter and a graphic design student working with Snapchat. We've had, again, those top hospitals, so many students in nursing and other health fields, but also business, for example, or social work might be working with the hospitals. Being in Boston means there's a lot of amazing opportunities. A lot of companies are going to be offering all sorts of internships to our college students because there's hundreds of thousands of college students in the city. So a lot of amazing opportunities that you don't necessarily see in some other places. Simmons is also a school with, again, we are a woman-centered college, so a strong focus on women's leadership, women's empowerment. We've got some stats up here, but my favorite stat is one that's not actually on here. That's you're 12 times as likely to stick with a STEM major versus women who go to co-ed schools. Again, 12 times as likely to stick with a STEM major. And I think it really speaks to a lot of the support that we have in terms of the faculty. 3/4 of our faculty and staff are women. The leadership roles, you're not competing with men to get these roles. There's a lot of open discussion in the classroom around some of the sexism that is unfortunately still present in society, and how we can empower our students to overcome that. All right, so if you're interested in learning more about Simmons, check us out online. I will drop the link in the chat when we're done. I also want to say, if you would like to apply, if you're a senior, there is still time. I would try to get everything in as soon as possible. Simmons is a common application school, meaning you can submit one application to hundreds of schools across the US and some internationally. We have no application fee, and it's a pretty straightforward process where we try to turn around decisions within a few weeks of when you get your application into us. We're a little bit competitive. We're about 70% acceptance rate. Some of the majors, though, are a little bit more competitive than that, like nursing is about 30%. And then finally, if you have any questions for a current student, you can definitely reach out through our FinPals program, and we're happy to put you in touch with them. All right, thanks so much, everybody, and enjoy the rest of the presentation.
Thank you so much, Simmons. Up next, we have Mississippi State University.
So good evening, everyone. My name is Chaston McCrary, and I'm an admissions counselor for Mississippi State University based in the metro Atlanta area. And I'm also joined by my colleague, Hilda. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to send those questions to her in the chat box. So welcome to Mississippi State University virtually. This first picture right here is of our drill field. It's the hub of campus and where all of our students join in the hustle and bustle of getting to classes, as most of our academic buildings surround this field. As well as on the left-hand side of your screen, you'll see the Culver Student Union, where a lot of our different eateries are. A lot of different campus events are hosted there. So if you get the chance to visit campus, be sure to stop by. So Mississippi State University was founded in 1878 as Mississippi Agricultural and Mechanical College. Basically what that means is we have two large foundations in agriculture and engineering, hence Mechanical College. We have about 22,000 students enrolled on campus. So what I would like to say, like Hannah Montana said, you kind of get the best of both worlds. We're not too big and we're not too small. We are a part of the SEC, so athletics is a huge deal to us, and sometimes that can be a little misleading to students thinking they're going to be overwhelmed with the amount of students. However, as you can see, we have a 20-to-1 student-faculty ratio, so our students are still getting that specialized attention from our faculty members that they need to be successful in and out of the classroom. The average ACT score for entering freshmen is a 26. Average SAT is a 1030, and the average GPA is a 3.5. But I would like to say we have students who are above those averages and below, so we are pretty well-rounded when it comes to academics. This next slide right here is just a snapshot of our 9 different academic colleges. Of course, I won't go through all of them due to time, but I will highlight a few. First, we have the College of Arts and Sciences, which is the largest college on campus. Here you'll find majors such as broadcast and radiology, history, a lot of different humanities, communications. Right under that block, you will see the Bagley College of Engineering, where we are ranked top 30 in the nation for engineering, and we also are a top 100 research institution. Some of the most popular majors in that college are chemical engineering, mechanical engineering, and industrial engineering. However, our largest major on campus is kinesiology, and you'll find that in the College of Education. And kinesiology is just the study of how the body moves. And of course, I can't move on without shouting out my college where I graduated from, which is the College of Business. Here you'll find majors such as marketing, international business, finance, and accounting. So of course, with any college, but definitely at Mississippi State University, student life is a huge deal. We want you to get your degree and get a job, but we also want to make sure you're making great memories at Mississippi State. So here are just some different pictures of some of our student events that we host on campus. The one that I would like to highlight that's very near and dear to me is homecoming. Just how you all have homecoming at high school, we have the same thing at college, just on a bigger scale. This center picture is of our 2019 Homecoming King and Queen, where we actually crowned our first Homecoming King with a disability. And then to the right side of that picture is our Homecoming Carnival that kicks off Homecoming Week. It is free to all students in the Starkville community, where students can ride carnival games. We have food trucks, live music, and really it's just a great way to make memories and get everybody into the spirit of homecoming. So definitely know at Mississippi State University, we're going to give you lifetime memories and lifetime friendships when it comes to student life. So you may be asking yourself, how do I become a Bulldog? Well, it's very simple. You can either apply directly on our website at apply.msstate.edu, or you can apply on the Common App or the Coalition app. There is a $40 application fee, as well as we will need your high school transcript. Due to the pandemic, we are not requiring ACT or SAT scores. However, we do encourage you to send those scores in for our automatic academic scholarships. So how those work is they're based off your test scores and your GPA. And if you meet those requirements, you're guaranteed the scholarship. The entering freshman, our average entering freshman with a 26 on the ACT and a 3.5 GPA is automatically looking at $14,000 a year for 4 years. So be sure to send those test scores in or take the test if you can, so that we can help make Mississippi State University financially possible for you. And then with that, we definitely encourage you all to come and visit if you are comfortable. We are open. However, this picture is not accurate. It's a throwback. Students will be, your tour will be 6 feet apart, as well as everybody will be wearing masks. Definitely, if you enjoyed this presentation, come and visit us, as we are big about Southern hospitality. You can sign up for a campus visit at campusvisit.msstate.edu. However, if you're not comfortable with visiting, or maybe you're a little further off, we definitely understand. And you can sign up for a virtual tour at virtualtour.msstate.edu. I would like to say it is not too late to apply. We have rolling admissions. So definitely, if you're interested, go ahead and fill out the application. Send us your high school transcript and any test scores. And with that, I definitely thank you all for letting me present to you all. If you guys ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to either myself or Hilda. We are both MSU alum, and we are both from Georgia. So we are big Bulldog fans, and we love to get some more Georgia students to Mississippi State University. You guys have a good rest of your evening, and Hail State.
Thank you so much, Mississippi State. Up next, we do have Regent University.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mackenzie Rivers from Regent University, and I'm also joined by my colleague Jeannie Getz on the back end. She's going to answer any questions that you may have. But we're excited to share some information about our university. So we are a four-year Christian private university located in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and we also do have our online programs as well. Here at Regent, we have about 11,000 students, but 4,400 of them are undergraduates who are either taking classes online, living on campus, or they commute from the local areas. Our students do represent all 50 states, 90 countries, and 40 denominations. So we can definitely say that we have quite a diverse population here at Regent. You'll also see our average test scores and GPA. At Regent, we do look at students holistically though, and we consider each student as an individual. So we'll take things into consideration like their extracurricular activities, the difficulty of their classes, and other information that they'll submit on their application. You'll also see the average SAT and ACT scores listed on here. Like Mississippi State said, we are test optional this year, but this is a great way for you to be able to access merit-based scholarships when it comes to financing your education. On this next slide here, you'll see that we are an award-winning regionally accredited liberal arts university, and we have achieved this for over 40 years now, so we're super proud about that. You'll also see on here for 9 years in a row, we have been recognized by US News and World Report for offering the best online bachelor's degree program in the state of Virginia. That's another thing I'm really excited about and proud about because this is competing against other larger universities like the University of Virginia and Virginia Tech, things like that. This is also a really big benefit for our students now more than ever in this new virtual world that we are living in, and for students who are seeking more of that flexibility when it does come to pursuing your degree. We also have a curated comprehensive curriculum for which we are only one of 23 universities in the country to receive what we call an A rating. Again, on one of these squares here in the top left, you'll see that we have 90% of our full-time faculty members hold the highest degree in their discipline, and many of them actively work in that field still. So this gives you a really good real-world experience when it comes to pursuing your degree. And then lastly, our student to faculty ratio is 17:1. So this classroom dynamic, it does allow our students to build lasting relationships with their peers, and they receive a more personalized instruction from their professors. So we love to say here at Regent, our students never get lost in a large lecture hall, you can say. We do realize though that figuring out finances, it's a huge factor when it comes to choosing the school that's right for you. At Regent, we are committed to making our education affordable. We do rank in the top 5 percentile for most affordable private Christian universities, and 86% of our undergraduate students will receive some sort of aid. We do have a number of institutional opportunities and scholarships available for you, and we encourage all of our students to fill out the FAFSA and just take advantage of the federal aid options as well. You can also go to this website here, the net price calculator, we like to call it. It's a really good way for you to break down your specific individual circumstances and see what the average cost of the university would be. And on the slide, you'll also see perhaps you're a student who does prefer that flexibility of online learning, and you can learn on your own pace and things like that. So we do have our online tuition rates, and for your knowledge, full-time tuition on the online level is 12 or more credit hours per semester. So another thing that I love about Regent is we're kind of that one-stop shop when it comes to education. We offer over 135 different programs of study, all the way from associate's degree towards your doctoral programs. For those students who desire to expand their knowledge using more of a classical approach though, we do offer our honors college. It's a really challenging curriculum in a collaborative environment, but it's a really great opportunity for you to take advantage of that cohort style of learning. At Regent, we do also offer our students many resources to ensure their success, whether you live on campus, you commute, or you study online. And that's one of my favorite things about our student resources. It's available to all students. One of my favorite is the Office of Career and Talent Management. It's just a great way to receive professional help on your resume. You can learn how to interview better, and it really helps you find internships and jobs even after you graduate. But we do understand that your college experience involves every aspect of your life, and Regent offers a lot of opportunities outside of the classroom. So we like to say, let's go beyond the books for a minute. We have over 55 student-led organizations, including Surf Club. Again, we're right on Virginia Beach. We offer moot court. We do have a law school on our campus, and our students' activity boards. We offer 9 collegiate sports, as well as a lot of club and intramural sports. And then we do have a state-of-the-art performing arts center where students can either watch or they can participate in several productions throughout the year. My favorite is the Christmas production. It's really amazing. And then if you're also interested in a military career, we offer ROTC programs and scholarships as well. But like I was just saying, we are located in Virginia Beach. It's only a short 20-minute drive to the boardwalk, so it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff going on. Fun fact, in the state of Virginia, we do have 38 state parks and 21 national parks, so it's a perfect place to venture out and explore over the weekends. We also are home to several historic sites like nearby historic Williamsburg, and we're also just a few hours from Outer Banks in DC. Now, we are open for tours and we'd love for you to come check us out. If you're unable to, we do have our virtual on-campus tour that you can take advantage of. And then lastly, you can apply online or call and speak with one of our admissions counselors, and they can waive the application fee for you, which is $50. We do operate on that same rolling admission, so it's not too late to apply for this coming fall. And we'll put in the chat our information and answer any questions that you have. But that's all I have. So thank you all so much for listening, and we look forward to answering any questions that you have.
Thank you so much. Up next, we have Maine Maritime Academy.
Thank you. Hey everyone, how's it going tonight? Hopefully your Monday is going well. So my name is Elizabeth Allaby. I am an admissions counselor at Maine Maritime Academy, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about our school. I know coming up from Georgia to Maine might seem not like, the path that you thought you were going to chart for yourself, but you might just surprise yourself. And we are getting actually more and more applicants from the South, especially states that are coastal. As the name Maritime implies, we are certainly a very ocean-oriented type of school. So we are a small school located middle of the coast of Maine. We're about an hour away from Acadia National Park, so very similar to Regent. There's several opportunities to make some weekend trips and get out and explore. We're pretty close to the Appalachian Trail as well, so lots of different places to go. And I would like to highlight too that we are located directly on the coast. So if you're interested in all things ships, scuba, marine bio, things like that, then you can really take advantage of the ocean playground that's right down at our working waterfront, where we have over 60 training, pleasure, research, sail vessels, all at your disposal. We do offer 23-degree programs. We specialize in engineering, ocean studies, marine transportation, so someday becoming an officer of a vessel, actually operating the helm, driving the ship. And we offer an international business and logistics degree. Embedded within those different degree programs are our 7 professional licensing opportunities, 5 of which are directly from the Coast Guard to give you that credential to be able to operate whatever vessel that you're interested in, 2 of which are through the state of Maine, specifically for our power engineering students. We're a very small school, about 950 undergraduates, and because we're small, we're able to offer this nice and small 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So you're really going to get to know your professors. You're going to get to know their experiences out in the industry, their areas of research, and there's a lot of nice accountability to make sure that you're doing what you need to do to stay on top of your classes. We do offer a variety of student-led clubs and organizations, be it schooner crew, where they take out our 100-year-old wooden double-masted schooner, all the way to scuba, getting in the water, to the Woodsman Club, just a nice fun way to blow off some steam with chainsaws and axes. Why not? Up in Maine, right? And we do offer 15 different Division III level varsity sports. As I mentioned before, we specialize in engineering, transportation, management, and ocean studies. Engineering and transportation are certainly our largest departments, as those are the ones that we were founded with back in 1941. We are a very hands-on school. That's a large focus of ours. We believe kind of in the learn, do, learn kind of model. So for the most part, the classes that you have that will have a lab component, and depending on what your major is, be it ocean studies, transportation, engineering, very likely you're going to be on a vessel within your first week on our campus, poking around the Castine Harbor, learning all those different pieces that you need to learn. So regardless of which major you're in, even the international business and logistics students find themselves often in our logistics lab, in which they're in essence bringing a product to market. One thing that makes us pretty special is our Regiment of Midshipman. And this is a requirement to be in this uniform student body for certain majors. About 2/3, 65% of our student body is in the regiment. So for those students going for the what are called unlimited tonnage licenses from the Coast Guard, either as marine engineers or deck officers, marine transportation students, they're going to be in this regiment as a requirement by the Coast Guard. In order to get that unlimited license, which allows you to operate any size vessel in any waters all over the world, basically we've got to treat our students how the Coast Guard treats their students. We have this uniform student body, there's a hierarchical structure of leadership. However, our students are not going into the military when they graduate. We look that way, certainly, but when our students graduate who are getting these certain licenses, they're going on into the commercial marine or mariner industry, I should say. For everybody else, it's certainly voluntary to join up, be part of the regiment. Some students really like this structure and they thrive in this environment. And for other students, it's just not your thing, and we understand that. The other piece of the regiment and for all of our majors is we keep you very busy over the summer. So for the regimental majors, they need to get a certain number of days out at sea, and we embed this into the curriculum. So whether you're spending your summers aboard our training crews, typically they go across the Atlantic and they hit up foreign ports all over Europe, Spain, Italy, the UK, you name it. Or if you're a student who is maybe studying business or marine bio, you might have a co-op or an internship. But we are a very career-oriented institution, and we're with you every step of the way to make sure that you get into that dream career that you want. In fact, 90% of our students are employed in their fields within 90 days of graduation. And even this last year with the pandemic, this was largely true, although I would maybe bump that up to 180 days of graduation. But now, as lots of things are rebounding, still proud of the statistic. As I mentioned, we do have 15 different sports teams, both women's and men's. So there's sort of an opportunity for everybody. And I just sort of wanted to round out, similarly to the other colleges, we are in person learning right now. We are taking tours. I know coming up from Georgia might be a stretch, so you can always reach out to me and we can set up a Zoom meeting and I can bring in a student, things of that nature. But we are also accepting visitors. So if you'd like to, feel free. On that note, thank you so much for your time. And I hope that you all stay well. Have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you, Maine Maritime. And next we have Florida Southern College.
All right, thank you so much. Let me go ahead and pull up the presentation. All right, so my name is Brian Emery, and like she said, I am with Florida Southern College. I work with most of the Southeast US, and happy to share with you a little bit about the college. So we are one of the oldest private colleges in the state of Florida. We've been around since 1883. Our overall student population is a little over 3,000. That's among our undergraduate, graduate, and adult programs, but our undergraduate students make up about 2,500 of that. And 60% of our students are from Florida. The other 40% are from out of state, the rest of the country, as well as quite a lot of international students as well coming to Florida Southern. We have over 70 academic programs to choose from, so we're very comprehensive in our offerings. However, at our core, we are a liberal arts college, making sure our students are very well-rounded in their education. We also have a lot of pre-professional tracks, pre-medicine, pre-law, pre-dentistry, pre-physical therapy, et cetera, et cetera. And all of our programs are split up among those 5 schools you see on the slide. And we do have some graduate programs as well, some master's and doctorate programs in areas such as education, nursing, business, accounting, just to name a few. A really important thing to know about us as well is we're very much in the engaged learning, hands-on learning kind of realm. We really want to make sure that our students are doing a lot with their education. So it's about, absorbing the information, kind of mixing in some lecture hall style classes, but you're also going to be doing a lot with that information. So internships, practicum, field work, group projects and discussions and things like that to really, again, get our students very involved in their education. All of our classes are taught by professors, and our average class size is around 18. Largest will probably be 40 to 50. Probably the most important thing to remember about my presentation is our 3 guarantees. So we offer these 3 guarantees for any incoming freshman students. A lot of transfer students will get these as well. But basically we guarantee that you will have a study abroad trip at little or no additional cost, which is how we're able to guarantee it. We also guarantee an internship if you would like one. And then also we guarantee you'll graduate in 4 years. So we want to make sure you're getting these really valuable experiences, getting those study abroad trips, getting that internship to get that inside look in a professional setting. And then also graduate in an efficient time to make sure you're not spending more time on your undergraduate degree that you could then therefore be spending in a graduate program or getting a job or whatever that might be. So that's really important to remember is, again, our 3 guarantees for our students. Lots to do on campus. I was a student myself, and there's really no shortage of opportunities to get involved. We are one of the top 3 most successful Division II athletic programs in the country. So very high level collegiate athletics. We also have some club sports as well, like water ski and equestrian and esports, ice hockey, cheerleading, some kind of interesting sort of non-traditional collegiate sports. a lot of clubs and organizations as well for students to get involved in, everything from kind of more academic societies and honor societies to social societies, Greek life, fraternities and sororities, campus ministries, community service, philanthropy, really a ton of ways. We want to make sure that when you're a student here, you're really making those connections, making those friends, and really enjoying your time both in the classroom as well as outside the classroom. Excuse me. All right, application process. First off, it is free to apply. We don't charge anything. We have our own application. We also accept the Common App and the Coalition app. It's totally up to you. We don't have a preference either way. The items required are on the upper right, the application, transcripts, and then we are test optional as well. And then we also this year have made recommendation letters optional because we found that high school counselors, guidance and college counselors have been just so swamped with everything. It's one less thing for them to have to worry about, but we do like to see them. So if we're able to, we would happily look at that. We're also rolling admissions. So when our application opens in June, typically each year, it's open from June until March 1st of your senior year. You can apply anytime and then in that window, and you can usually get your decision within about 2 to 4 weeks. All right, and then to kind of finish up a little bit on financial aid. This is a little general, but typically when you apply, if you're accepted, you're automatically considered for merit scholarships. Those are GPA and or test score based, depending on whether you're test optional or not. A lot of the vast majority of our students are receiving financial aid. You can see there. We also have talent-based scholarships for athletics and fine arts students. We also have departmental scholarships for different academic departments and programs and things like that. So really a lot of financial aid available from Florida Southern as well as from other areas as well. And like some of the other colleges that have mentioned so far tonight, that we are also offering tours of campus, limited capacity, of course, social distancing, masks, all those type of things to keep everybody safe. But if you are able to come down to Florida, we would love for you to visit. A little information is on the screen here. Yeah, and if you have any questions, please let me know. And that's it. Hope you all have a great night.
Thank you so much. All right. So at this time, that concludes our virtual session. Thank you so much for joining us. As you exit out, you will be presented with a quick survey. Please complete it. Your feedback allows us to further improve our programming. You can sign up for other sessions like this on our website. And lastly, this recording will be made available at strivescan.com/probe. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we wish you the best of luck on your college search. Have a great evening.